Hi Taurus, how are you doing? It's Lisa from Soul Searcher Tarot, and I'm just coming in here to do your January 2020 reading. It's a general reading. It's not going to manifest, yeah, it's not going to resonate with everybody, but hopefully you'll enjoy it. If you do, if you can give me a thumbs up, a share, subscribe, I really appreciate it. And I hope you guys are off to a good month. So let's see what we can do here for it. All right. Ooh, hello. Oops, I know what that means. Sorry about that. All right, let's see what we have for Taurus in January 2020. Taurus, January 2020. I did already shuffle the cards and meditate over your energy before I turned on the camera. I just wanted to shuffle them up a little bit more. Oops. All right, you got the King of Cups. That was the first card coming out. And this could be you having a strong control on your emotions. Like you're feeling very, very secure in your feelings. With the Devil coming up next to it, you might be a little more emotional than you usually choose to be. I mean, you're kind of like a person that goes with your heart more than your mind when it make certain decisions. But with the King coming up, it's a guy that kind of like you're in control of your emotions at the time. But with the Devil energy coming up right next to him, it's almost like you're finding a way to get... You might be getting into a relationship, or you might have a relationship that you're feeling a little bit bound by. Like, I don't want to think it's that, not that it's against your will, not that kind of thing, but you might feel a little bit bound by this relationship because maybe it's not as good for you. Now, it doesn't have to be a love relationship. It could be a friend. It could be a family member. Somebody who's causing you to feel like that you would like to break the bondage of this. And I don't know your life. I don't know what goes on, but there feels like there's a reason for you to be a little overwhelmed by your emotions right now. And then the Nine of Swords came up afterwards, and that, again, is where you're like stressed out about something. And, you know, you're thinking, you're in your head about it. And you're thinking about something that's kind of causing you some turmoil, maybe? Let's see what else we can get. All right, the Eight of Wands. Now that is a quick and sudden movement. Well, it's not sudden, but it's a quick movement. It's going away from thoughts and feelings. Could be places, but it's fast. So maybe you decided you didn't want to be stuck in this energy. And I really do think that whatever the situation is, you might be feeling a little bit stuck. And I said, I don't know if it's a love relationship. I don't know what kind of relationship it is. But it's not something that you're feeling good about right now. And it's making you have to stress a little. So you're deciding to move away from it. You don't want to be a part of it anymore. Let's see what else we can get. All right. And with the Nine of Wands, you're putting up some defense. you're feeling like you need to defend against whatever situation was going on. Maybe because you don't want to get involved with it, but you don't think anybody else is going to understand why you needed to get out of it. So you're defending it? You're defending your feeling about it? And I think that's what it feels like. That so you don't think people are going to understand. Or the person's going to understand. Or whoever's a part of the situation. And I'm not saying it's a bad person. It's just that the situation itself might be toxic to you. Or uncomfortable for you. Again, I don't know your life. I'm just reading the cards as they come up, but it's just an uncomfortable situation for you. You would rather not be in it. But then we got the energy of the Emperor. Now he is strong. He is kind of fierce. Confident. He doesn't question where he's coming from, where he's going to. He doesn't have that kind of problem at all. See? Now, it's very possible that once you moved away from the situation, that is the energy that you took on, that you're encompassing that strength, that confidence, and that stability that he offers. Could also be a person that you know that's saying, come here, I will help you here. I will help you with this situation. But that's definitely, again, it's either you or somebody else, but it's where you want to go. Let's see what else we got for Taurus. All right. All right. What else can you tell me about Taurus January 2020? What else can you tell me about Taurus January 2020? All right, you have the Five of Coins. Now this is feeling like you're missing something. You're being left out of something. And that came out right under the King of Cups and the Devil. So that could be how you felt and why you needed to move away from it. Or is it from moving away and then you felt like you were missing something? I guess it would depend on what relationship this was, what kind of relationship this was. If this was just like a friend that, was just doing some things you were uncomfortable with and you stepped away? Or was it family that was in a situation that needed more help than you thought you could give them? I guess it just depends on however your situation worked out. I don't know what your situation is, but this is how it feels. But your next one came up as a Queen of Swords. Now this could be somebody in your environment. This could be a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. And somebody who's going to pull you out of this feeling of missing something. Or the Queen of Swords is very, very analytical. She's very in her head. She's very tough and she's strong. And she's not having any stuff. Okay? She will cut the crap out of anything. All right? She's not... She's got a sharp tongue and she's got a... This is the energy of somebody who's been through a lot. She has been through a lot, and she's not dealing with this. So, the way that comes up is that could be what you embodied to take on what you felt here. Or this was somebody in your environment who said to you, don't sit in this and go somewhere else. Okay, I don't know if this is, I mean, there could be another way to look at it where her card is looking right at this Five of Coins. Like she's like looking dead at him. I don't know if you can see it. She's looking dead at him. And I don't know if that's because she's looking at you and saying, okay, yeah, you need not to act like this because of what this situation was. It wasn't good for you and you didn't need to be involved in it. So it could have been any way. It's a general reading. I don't know. I really don't. But I'm telling you how it feels and how it looks. But I think, and you'll know however it is. But I think you have a couple people looking out for you. The Emperor and the Queen of Swords. Or you're embodying those energies. So either way, I mean, you might have some influences out there just trying to like help you get over this, whatever this was. Ah, and then you got the Hangman. And he came out right in between the Nine of Swords and the Eight of Wands. So the stressing over a situation and then moving away from the situation. So I'm thinking you had to go into a perspective, like you had to look at it and go, what am I doing? I can't do this. This wasn't what I signed on for, or whatever that situation is. You had to look at it a different way. You needed to change it and say, well, what am I going to do? So that's where that came from. The Nine of Swords and the Eight of Wands. It was right smack in between them. And I'm thinking that's where you had to make your decision and decide. Let's see, what else do we got for Taurus, January 2020? All right, and the Six of Staffs, which is like the Six of Wands. And that's a success. You got acknowledgement from people. You've done something to cause a victory, in a sense, to cause a success towards you. Now, that came out right under the Eight of Wands and the Nine of Wands. That this whole moving away and defending against the situation, that's where your success came out after your perspective changed. So it looks like, I mean, whether you embodied those energies or if there were people there helping you, you know, basically saying, look out for you. All right, then you got some Five of Staff. Now this is a conflict. All right, there is a conflict here. So where did this come up? Because you had the Six, it's a celebration, but then you had the Five. The Five of Staff causes a conflict. Is it an internal conflict? Or is it conflict with people because of the situation? Because you defended. You defended and you'd had the accolades and the celebration that, okay, it turned out good. But then there was the Emperor, that strong, confident feeling, but then there's a Five of Staffs. So are you having an internal battle with yourself, or are you maybe fighting with the very people that you were, or very feeling people that you were walking away from, the very situation that you were leaving? And again, it's all, it's your life. I don't know, but there may be some conflict going on there after you've done it and you're feeling good about it. But something might have changed. Oh, okay. Well, then we got the Emperor again and the Queen of Pentacles. So either way, the Emperor, again, strong energy, confident, secure. He is the ruler of his empire, basically. So if this is the energy you're taking on, you aren't concerned about this Five of Staffs. You're not concerned about this conflict. Then you got the Queen of Pentacles. She's generous. She's good-hearted. She's very domineering sometimes, though. She'll, put you on the right track if it's not you. This could be somebody that you're around, and she might not be you, but she will put you where you need to be, on the right track. Or this could be your energy, where you're deciding to become this person. I mean, it's Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, so yeah, it could be you. Or somebody you know. And I think that either way, you're going to go on a different track, or on the right track. Maybe you felt bad about the conflict, but you weren't going to let that bother you. You weren't going to go back to whatever was causing you issues in the first place. All right, let's see what else we got. All right, so we got another Six of Wands. And that's, again, another celebration and a victory. And accolades for what you accomplished. I say, I don't know what this relationship was or what this situation was, but it seems like whatever it is that you needed to get out of, you made a good choice. Because everything that happened up till there is very expected. I mean, you're going to have to think things out. You're going to have conflict. It's going to happen. You know, feeling like you're at loss for something, but you made a good choice, or you're going to make a good choice. Because you do have to think about yourself at some point. Because the next one that flipped out was the Three of Wands. And this is like your ship's coming in. You have choices. You're not sure what's coming into you, but you know something is. And I think that all stems from you making that choice for yourself. And you didn't let somebody else decide for you. You had a chance to think for yourself. And again, you may had some helping people around you to say, okay, this is where, you don't want to be, and we'll help you here. But mostly it was all you. You made the decision that you needed to. All right. So, just shows you have a lot of strength. There's a lot of strength involved, and you're feeling good about your decision in the end. I did get an Angel of Abundance cards for Christmas, and I thought it would be nice to end the readings with them, because I've yet to have anybody say they don't need no abundance. So let's see what we can get for you. Angel of Abundance, Taurus. All right. Well, this one came up twice. I must shuffle them. It came up twice for you. It's do the work. Check this one out. I'll read this. Can you see it? All right. It says, it's not enough to dream or pray. You've also got to take the positive action steps that you are being divinely guided to take. Consistently working on your priorities will make them flourish, like a lush flower garden. All right, I could kind of get that. You have to do the work to get this out of your system and consistently work at what your priorities are. And your priorities are you, regardless of whatever the situation was. You can work on that later, but you have to take care of you first. And that makes a lot of sense. Okay? I hope you guys have a great January, and I'm looking for good things coming up in 2020, and I think you are too. And I'm going to be back in February, and I hope to see you. If you like the reading, give me a thumbs up, a share, subscribe, write me a comment. I'd love to hear how it turns out. And I wish you the best, and I will see you in February. Thank you. Have a good January and New Year.